I'm lucky to be an aspiring xenomusicologist. I jump over to other planets and dimensions in search of sounds, songs, stories, and instruments never before seen here on this big blue dot we call home. Sometimes I wander around the galaxies, following where my curiosity calls me. But I'm usually invited by sentient beings wanting to share their music and also hear some of ours. Hey, you might not believe me, but some say that our dolphins here make the most brilliant melodies in the entire galaxy. Personally, I wish I could hear up to 150,000 kilohertz and hear for myself. But maybe one day I can get an upgrade or something. Recently, I've been fascinated with the outer edge of the Saraswati galactic supercluster. I heard the planet Jume is around there. Jume is a blue planet known for its vast 50-kilometer deep oceans and lush island jungles. Its oceans are full of life forms scientists are eager to study. I really wanted to check out the singing, glowing bugs that make up the twinkling, bioluminescent beaches. Visitors say they were filled with a sense of wonder while standing in sparkling waves washing up on the sand. Most evenings you can look up and see the brilliant spiral galaxy Catella blanketing the night sky from horizon to horizon. Yeah, just my kind of place. No offense, but planet Earth's night sky here is actually kind of basic compared to some that I've seen out there. Obviously, I couldn't go another day without checking out the mysterious Jume. So, I sat down in my room, took a deep breath, and dove into deep meditation. After a few moments, a bright light sparked in front of me. It seemed to recognize me. Then it moved forward and completely surrounded me. It felt like a warm hug from my grandma. I stepped forward and came out of a shimmering white portal. Whoa, those always make me feel so interesting. Every time I use a jump portal, I forget what I was talking about. Oh yeah, Jume. The sand was cool under my feet. The singing beach was actually more magical than I had even imagined. It sounded like a soul-expanding symphony of angelic voices. In the distance, exotic creatures chirped and howled from deep in the jungle. The soft, warm, misty breeze was so refreshing. Nice. After standing there a moment and just taking it all in, I took out my microphone and waded into the glowing water. It was unbelievable. Walking through singing waves of crashing light is just something you have to experience in your lifetime. Definitely add it to your bucket list. While recording, I noticed a light moving out of the dense, leafy vegetation on the beach's edge. It came closer and a mesmerizing creature floated towards me. She was deep green and decorated with phase-shifting tribal markings. A prominent third eye bloomed from the middle of her forehead. She was definitely a local too. They call themselves the Nuwe. I couldn't take my eyes away from her hypnotizing beauty. The hair on my arms stood straight up. She also had a subtle aura of geometric shapes. Her wings, though, they took my breath away. They reminded me of a peacock's, with a pattern that looks like real eyes. But these weren't a pattern. They actually were real eyes. Oh my goddess, she was beautiful. I wish you could have been standing there right next to me. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. I'd heard rumors before that a few of the Niue had them. Yeah, just another reason I was curious about this place. The wings are genomic upgrades that apparently allow them to fly faster than light. They can grow custom body modifications from their own DNA, like tails, horns, ears with ultrasonic hearing, whatever they feel like, really. As someone who values self-expression, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of jealous. Oh, and usually the wings are paired with full body adaptation to the hard vacuum of space. Crazy. But like I said, those are just rumors. Her wings lightly fluttered as she smiled and moved closer toward me. All her eyes were checking me out, from the tips of my toes to, it felt like, all the way to the inside of my soul.
Hey, alien boy.
Who, me?
Yeah, silly. I'm Yziza. Wanna hear a story?
Yeah, sure. So we sat down on the cool sand and met for a few minutes with the swirling galaxy spinning over our heads. You could almost reach out and give it a high five. I noticed one of her tribal markings morphing into a new shape. I wondered, what could they mean? Then an eye on one of her wings caught me staring, and it playfully winked back at me. Yziza started telling her story.
Growing up, I always felt different. I wanted to go on adventures. Are you ready to, hear my story? Are you sure? All right, get ready.